What's up, guys? Well, I've been practicing with the welder quite a lot, and I decided to finally take on my first project with it, which is going to be making a new stand for this post leg vise, because it is just mounted to this piece of this wood pole right here, and as you can see, it's not nearly as sturdy as it should be. It was more of a temporary thing just so I could use the vise. And so what we're going to do today is work on making a stand just for that, but also kind of doubles as a little welding table that can go outside as well. So let's show you what we're working with here. I found this drum at the junkyard a while back. It's like a brake drum, I believe, for a semi. It's extremely heavy. It probably weighs about 100 pounds by itself. A piece of real thick channel iron, which I already cut. This right here, I already cut that to the right length for the post leg vise. This plate right here is 3/8 thick steel, which I found laying around, and I'm not exactly sure on the dimensions, but I'm going to leave it that size, and so I don't have to cut it. And then I got a couple pieces of angle iron up here, which I'm going to use to make like a little stand on the bottom to hold the welder, but also reinforce the main post. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Well, for those of you that don't know, I just bought this welder about a week ago. It's the Amico Power 160, and it's the MIG, or not MIG, stick, TIG, and plasma cutter. I'm going to be using this to do all the welding today, and I'm going to be running it off 110 volts with the 7018 electrode. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, well, I got it all lined up. I got all the metal cleaned off where I'm going to be tack welding it, and everything's in position. I'm just going to tack it with the 7018 rod, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alright guys, well that weld's done. It's looking a little better, but you can definitely tell I'm still getting some big slag inclusions here, which are not good, but for the most part I feel like this is definitely strong enough. I know I got a lot to learn still, and yeah, but I'm pretty happy with that for being some of the first fillet welds that I've done. And it was also kind of hard because this plate is a lot thinner than the bigger piece, and that is making it a little more difficult. But I think I mainly just need to work on my travel angle and my push angle. Alright, the next step is to add the brace down here. I'm going to use a piece of this 3/16 thick angle iron with the holes in it, and it's going to fit inside here up against that to give it a secondary support. So we need to go ahead and get this marked out and cut this to fit inside this radius. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, I got the base all welded up. It's nice and sturdy. And next I need to put a plate up here. I'm going to use this chunk of angle iron. It's some really thick stuff, like probably 3/8 thick. And I'm going to be mounting it right here to help support the top. And later on I will also be putting on some brackets that are 45 brackets to also help support the top. So let's go ahead and bevel these edges and get this ready to get welded up. Alright, well, I got the rest of the welding done on that part. And now the top is just dry fit right now. I have this clamp holding it together. And we are going to go ahead and get ready to tack that guy in place. And we'll be getting close to being done. With the welding anyway. Well, I got the vise unmounted, and the way I plan on putting this guy in here is it's going to go right down there and flush to this beam. So I need to go ahead and cut a slot in this 3/8 plate so it can go all the way up and get some bolts in there to mount. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Well, before I go ahead and bolt this down to the table, I need to reinforce the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and use this old gear to do that. I'm just going to cut one side off flat so it gives me a surface to lay it up against the flat plate and then weld it down to the bottom. Let's go ahead and cut that real quick. Now that I don't have my vise, I guess actually it's sturdy enough, I think I could use it just like that. I went ahead and cleaned up the gear, got it ready, beveled the side, get it in place.
Alright, got it all done. This thing is incredibly heavy. My best guess is I'd say it's between probably 300 and 400 pounds and extremely solid. I mean, you gotta really put some effort into trying to move this thing. Very satisfied with the build. I learned a lot about welding. The sun is blinding me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure there'll be lots more projects like this to come very soon. And the next thing I need to do after painting this table, when it looks so good, I'm gonna have to go ahead and probably restore this vise as well, so that'll probably be my next video or one soon. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build, and see you next time. Please like and subscribe.